Your soulmate saying, "Please don't ignore this. I finally know what really happened that day. My beloved child. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you." Your soulmate has been trying to reach your heart in ways you never expected, and today they are saying, "Please don't ignore this." They finally know what really happened that day, the day everything silently changed between you. For so long, they believed a story that was never completely true. They carried unanswered questions, hidden doubts, and painful assumptions that kept pulling them away from you. But now, piece by piece, the truth has started revealing itself, and what they discovered has left them unable to sleep. They keep replaying that moment over and over, realizing they misunderstood the silence, the distance, and the choices that followed. What once looked like rejection now feels like protection. What once looked like goodbye now feels like an unfinished chapter. They never imagined that one missing detail could completely rewrite everything they believed about you. Don't skip, because what happens next is something they never saw coming, and neither will you. There is one memory your soulmate cannot escape. Every single time they think they have moved on, that exact day returns to their mind with even greater clarity. At first, they blamed themselves. Then they blamed you. But now they have uncovered something that changes both of those beliefs forever. Someone's words, someone's actions, or even one simple misunderstanding created a wall that neither of you knew how to break. They now realize that the silence between you was never proof that love disappeared. It was proof that neither heart knew the full story. Imagine carrying a puzzle for so long only to suddenly find the missing piece. That is exactly how your soulmate feels right now. Their heart is racing because the answers they searched for have finally begun appearing one after another. They wish they could go back to that very moment and make one different decision. They wish they had asked one more question instead of walking away. They wish they had trusted what they felt instead of what they heard. Stay till the end, because this realization is only the beginning, and the next truth waiting to surface is even more powerful than the first. Right now, your soulmate is standing between two completely different futures. One path tells them to keep pretending nothing ever happened. The other path tells them to fight for the truth before it is too late. Deep inside, they know they cannot ignore what they have discovered any longer. They feel an invisible pull leading them back toward the connection they tried so hard to forget. Every coincidence now feels different. Every reminder carries a new meaning. Even the smallest signs seem impossible to ignore because they all point toward the same unanswered question: what if everything they believed about that day was wrong? That question has become louder than their fear, stronger than their pride, and impossible to silence. They are no longer searching for excuses, they are searching for the truth, no matter where it leads. And as this truth continues unfolding, another secret is about to come into the light. One that explains why that day happened exactly the way it did. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next revelation may change everything you thought you knew. A strange realization has completely changed your soulmate's heart. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The more they uncover, the more they realize that the truth was hidden in plain sight. They remember conversations that once seemed ordinary but now carry an entirely different meaning. Every small detail they ignored has started connecting like pieces of a puzzle. They can no longer convince themselves that everything happened by chance. The distance between you was never as simple as they believed. There were moments when they almost reached out, but something always held them back. Now they understand that fear, confusion, and unanswered questions were controlling their decisions instead of their heart. That realization has shaken them more than they ever expected. They keep asking themselves one question over and over: what if I had known the truth sooner? That single thought refuses to leave them. The truth they discovered has created an urgency they cannot ignore anymore. They no longer want another day to pass without understanding what was really hidden behind that unforgettable moment. They now see that your silence carried emotions they failed to recognize. They recognize the sacrifices, the hesitation, and the invisible battles that were never spoken aloud. Suddenly, everything that once looked confusing has started making perfect sense. Their heart feels both relieved and overwhelmed because they know they judged the situation before knowing the whole story. The more they think about it, the stronger the feeling becomes that your connection was interrupted, not ended. They feel as though life is quietly giving them one final opportunity to see everything through a new perspective before another important moment arrives. Don't skip, because the next discovery is even closer than they realize. Now your soulmate feels something they haven't experienced in a very long time: hope. Not the kind of hope built on imagination, but the kind that grows after hidden truths finally come into the light. They know they cannot keep pretending that nothing has changed inside them. Every passing hour makes this realization stronger, and every new clue pushes them one step closer to a decision they once believed was impossible. They are preparing themselves to face what they avoided for so long, because they know the next truth may answer the biggest question they have carried since that unforgettable day. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next revelation won't just explain the past, it will begin to reveal what could happen next. Something unexpected happened the moment your soulmate stopped running from the truth. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They thought finding the answer would finally bring them peace, but instead it opened a door to an even bigger mystery. The more they reflected on that unforgettable day, the more they realized there was one moment they had completely overlooked. It wasn't the words that changed everything, it was what was never said. That silence carried emotions they couldn't understand back then. Now, every memory feels sharper, every detail feels louder, and every unanswered question is demanding an answer. They can no longer ignore the feeling that someone, or something, caused both of you to walk away before the truth had a chance to be heard. That realization has become impossible to silence. Your soulmate now understands that their biggest mistake wasn't trusting the wrong story, it was giving up before discovering the whole picture. Every night they replay the past differently, imagining what would have happened if they had waited just a little longer, asked one more question, or listened to what their heart was trying to tell them. The weight of those unanswered moments has become heavier than ever. Instead of fading, the connection keeps growing stronger inside them. They feel an invisible pull that refuses to disappear, no matter how hard they try to move forward. It's almost as if life keeps bringing them back to the same unfinished chapter because it was never truly meant to end. Don't skip, because what they uncovered next is something they never expected to find. Now the truth is leading your soulmate toward one final discovery, one that could explain why everything unfolded exactly the way it did. They are beginning to notice signs they once ignored, patterns they never recognized, and emotions they tried to bury. Every new realization is pushing them closer to a decision that could change everything. Deep inside, they know there is still one hidden piece missing, and until they find it, their heart will never stop searching. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next revelation won't just expose what really happened that day, it will reveal who has quietly known the truth all along. Everything changed the moment your soulmate discovered one final clue they had ignored for far too long. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They went back through every memory with a different heart and a clearer mind. Suddenly, the pieces that never seemed to fit began falling into place. They realized that what looked like distance was actually hesitation, what looked like silence was actually protection, and what looked like an ending was never meant to be permanent. The truth has become impossible to deny. Every emotion they buried has returned stronger than ever, and now they understand that the story they believed for so long was incomplete. They can no longer pretend that day meant nothing, because every answer they have found keeps pointing back to you. There is one truth your soulmate has not shared with anyone. They are afraid that if they wait any longer, the opportunity to make things right could disappear forever. That fear is growing louder every single day. They keep wondering whether you would even listen if they finally revealed everything they know. They imagine that conversation again and again, hoping the words come out differently this time. Their heart is no longer fighting the connection. It is fighting the regret of staying silent for so long. They now realize that pride solved nothing, assumptions healed nothing, and distance only made the truth harder to see. The only thing left is honesty. And deep inside, they know honesty is becoming impossible to avoid. Stay till the end, because the next truth is closer than they ever imagined. Now your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision that could completely reshape the future of this connection. Every new realization has removed another layer of confusion, but one final secret still remains hidden. They have started noticing signs that once felt meaningless, hearing familiar words with completely different meaning, and feeling emotions they believed had disappeared forever. The closer they move toward the complete truth, the stronger the pull becomes. They can sense that the missing answer is no longer far away, and once it finally comes into the light, there will be no turning back. That hidden truth will explain why everything unfolded exactly as it did, why both hearts kept thinking about the same moment without understanding it, and why this story has refused to end despite the passing of time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next revelation will uncover the one person who unknowingly changed everything. And what your soulmate does after learning that truth will be the moment they can no longer hide what has always been in their heart. Your soulmate has reached the point where keeping this truth inside no longer feels possible. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every answer they searched for has led them to one unexpected conclusion: they never truly understood what your silence meant. They mistook patience for distance, fear for indifference, and unanswered moments for the end of your story. But now, every memory feels different. The more they reflect, the more they realize that neither of you ever wanted the connection to break. It slowly slipped away because neither heart knew what the other was carrying. That realization has filled them with emotions they cannot ignore anymore. For the first time, they aren't asking, "Why did this happen?" They're asking, "Is it too late to make things right?" That single question has become impossible to escape. As the truth continues unfolding, another hidden detail has surfaced. It wasn't one big event that changed everything, it was a series of tiny moments that both of you misunderstood. A delayed response, an unfinished conversation, a feeling that remained unspoken. Alone, those moments seemed insignificant. Together, they quietly changed the direction of everything. Your soulmate now sees that what they once called coincidence may have been a chain of misunderstandings that neither of you recognized in time. That discovery has left them speechless. Every day they replay those moments differently, wishing they had looked beyond appearances instead of accepting the easiest explanation. Don't skip, because the next realization is even more surprising than this one, and it will reveal why the connection has never truly disappeared. Now your soulmate feels closer to the complete truth than ever before, but one final piece is still waiting to be uncovered. They can sense that everything is building toward a moment they will never forget. Their heart no longer wants temporary answers, it wants the whole truth, no matter how emotional it may be. Every sign they notice, every memory that returns, and every feeling they tried to bury is leading them toward the same destination. They know that once the final secret is revealed, nothing inside them will remain the same. The walls they built will begin to fall, the questions that haunted them will finally have answers, and the silence that separated both hearts will no longer have the power it once did. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next revelation won't just expose what really happened that day. It will reveal why your soulmate now believes that this connection was never meant to be forgotten, and why they are preparing to face the truth they once feared the most. Your soulmate can no longer hide what has been happening inside their heart. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The closer they get to the complete truth, the more impossible it becomes to ignore the connection they once tried to leave behind. They have stopped asking whether the past can be changed. Instead, they are asking why the memories keep returning with such incredible clarity. Every forgotten detail has suddenly become important. Every emotion they buried has found its way back. They now realize that the day everything changed was also the day they unknowingly walked away from answers they desperately needed. That thought follows them everywhere. It has become the one thing they cannot silence, no matter how hard they try. Deep inside, they know the truth has been chasing them for much longer than they ever realized. A moment of complete honesty has finally arrived. Your soulmate has admitted to themselves that they believed the wrong version of the story for far too long. They trusted assumptions instead of understanding, distance instead of communication, and fear instead of what their heart was quietly telling them. Now those choices weigh heavily on them. They keep imagining what would have happened if they had waited one more day, asked one more question, or refused to let confusion make the final decision. That realization has changed everything. The guilt is no longer about the past, it is about the possibility of losing something that still feels deeply unfinished. Every passing day makes them more certain that this connection never truly disappeared. It simply became hidden beneath unanswered questions. Don't skip. Because the next truth is closer than ever, and once it comes into the light, there will be no way to pretend it never existed. Now everything is moving toward the moment your soulmate has feared and hoped for at the same time. The final pieces are beginning to lock together, revealing a picture that is completely different from the one they carried for so long. They can finally see why certain events happened exactly when they did, why emotions never faded despite the passing of time, and why every attempt to forget only pulled them back toward the same memories. The truth is no longer arriving in small fragments, it is unfolding all at once, and it is forcing them to face emotions they thought were gone forever. Their heart is preparing for a decision that could change everything from this point forward, because they now understand that some connections cannot be erased by silence or distance. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next revelation will uncover the one hidden truth your soulmate has been afraid to admit even to themselves, and once those words finally become impossible to hold back, the future of this story will take a direction neither of you ever expected. Your soulmate has finally reached the moment they can no longer run from the truth. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every answer they searched for has led them back to the same place, the day everything changed. But this time, they are seeing it through completely different eyes. They no longer see a painful ending. They see a chain of misunderstandings that slowly pulled two hearts apart without either of them realizing it. That discovery has left them speechless. They have spent countless moments wondering why they could never completely let go, and now they finally understand. It wasn't because they were trapped in the past. It was because the truth had never fully revealed itself. Their heart always knew there was one missing piece, and now that piece is finally beginning to appear. Every memory feels alive again, every unanswered question suddenly has a purpose, and every emotion they buried is rising to the surface with incredible force. They know there is no turning back anymore. Something unexpected has happened over the last few days. The fear that once controlled your soulmate is slowly being replaced by courage. They have stopped worrying about what could go wrong and started thinking about what could finally be made right. That change has surprised even them. They never imagined they would reach a point where the truth mattered more than their pride. They are no longer searching for someone to blame. They are searching for the moment when everything can finally make sense. Deep inside, they feel that one final answer is waiting just ahead, and that answer will explain every silence, every delay, every missed opportunity, and every emotion that never found the right words. Don't skip, because the closer they move toward that final answer, the stronger their heart becomes. It is as if every step is preparing them for a revelation that will leave no room for doubt, no room for confusion, and no room for pretending that this connection was ever ordinary. Now your soulmate stands on the edge of the biggest realization of this entire journey. They can feel that the final truth is no longer hidden in the distance, it is right in front of them, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal itself. Every lesson from the past has led to this point. Every unanswered question has quietly prepared them for what they are about to understand. Once this last secret comes into the light, they will finally know why that unforgettable day unfolded exactly as it did, why neither of you could truly move on despite everything that happened, and why this connection continued to exist beneath every layer of silence. They are ready to face the truth without fear, because they know it has the power to change everything they believed for so long. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next revelation will uncover the one sentence your soulmate has been holding inside for far too long, a sentence that has the power to rewrite the meaning of every memory, every emotion, and every moment that brought both of your paths back to this exact place.